today we are back at it, photographing the John Day's Fossil Beds National Monument, also known as the Painted Hills. Yesterday evening we came out, hiked up Carroll Rim Trail, overlooking all the Painted Hills, and did some awesome photography up there. So I'll put a link in the description. Make sure to go check that out after this video. What we're doing this evening is we're starting kind of at the bottom portion of these hills, and we're going to work our way up the hill and just get different perspectives of these awesome painted hills. So our first image I got framed up, got this nice big open area running into the hills, obviously the Painted Hills. And due to the various thunderstorms rolling in and out all day, we got these awesome clouds, awesome sky to work with this evening. So I got my polarizer on to kind of help pull those clouds out some. And that sun's peeking in and out of those clouds. When that sun peeks out from those clouds, this thing just lights up awesome, because those clouds are starting to roll in. Don't know if we're gonna get that awesome light like it was when I was setting up, but still gonna come out with a great image. Pull back all the way to 24 mil, 1/20th, 1/25th of a second, f/13, ISO 100. Let's grab this first shot, and we can definitely grab 2 or 3 more out of the same location. All right, we just grabbed our second shot. Didn't have to move at all, barely moved the camera. And zoomed in all the way to 105. These hills are just such soft rolling hills and just nice saturated red lines going through it. The light tans, almost like a creamish color tan. So zoomed all the way into 105. Got just a slither of the sky. The sky's not really the main point I always see of this image. Just zoomed in nice and tight and just got those soft rolling hills. Already grabbed an image because that sun decided to make itself known. So I grabbed the shot while I could. And that shot was taken at 1/13th of a second, f/13, ISO 100. We'll grab another one while that sun's still peeking out here. 2 photos in the book. All right, image number 3. If you're a normal viewer of my channel, you know I love doing panoramas. Always have to, especially in an area like this. So set up for a panorama. Starting all the way here on the left side, you got that nice short rounded dome, painted hill there. And then as we pan over, all the way over till you got that other short reddish hill that just slopes down off to the right. So include all this. Zoom out to, should be 90 millimeter. That way still get nice and tight and still get quite a bit of that sky to add that dramatic feel to the image. So I'm really liking the way this one's looking. Haven't grabbed the shot, so let's grab these shots, see how she turns out. Hope you enjoy it. All right, this is an awesome location. We just drove up the road, maybe 2/10 of a mile, came up further up on the hill. And like I said, just totally different perspective. And what I'm doing here, taking another panorama, shot at 1/15th of a second, f/13, ISO 100. Cleaning a lot of this empty space going to the hills. Zoomed in at 76 millimeter to get them a little bit more prominent in the frame. but still get a lot of that foreground and the rolling hills back behind the painted hills. So those hills all in the back, those go all the way up to roughly upper third, the second third of the frame, and still able to get some of that awesome sky in there. So I already took a couple shots here for the panorama. So let's continue on our way, get the rest of these images for this panorama, and we'll move on. All right, before we move this location, went ahead and put the 100 to 400 on, and just getting some real nice detailed shots. No sky, just the color and textures of these hills. I got a couple I want to grab, but the first one here, zoomed in real tight, small hill right out. Oh, I keep forgetting it. You touch the screen and it takes a photo. I got to change that. Little hill right in the middle, the peak of it kind of in the middle of the frame, and then in behind it you got all those nice creamish tans, and there's just so much color in these hills. You don't need the whole landscape to get a great image. I had to bump the ISO up to 640, that way I get a 1/160th of a second at f10, because last night, if you watched last week's video, up top of that hill right up there, the wind was so strong trying to shoot at 400 millimeter towards the end of the evening. The last few shots just didn't come out sharp, because even at 1600 ISO and f9, I still only be able to get 50th to 60th of a second, and the wind was just too strong at those focal lengths and just could not get a sharp image. So let's grab this shot and frame up for another one. Just turned slightly to the right, zoomed in at 325, and should be able to see on the camera there, off in distance as you go through that valley, currents into the valley, you got all those steep slopes, a lot of that creamish tan and those reds. Don't know if you can see it on there, but at the bottom of those slopes, you got these speckles of black dirt, or almost looks like pepper. Zoomed in tight, no sky, and it almost just looks like a bunch of fingers or toes coming down the side of that hill. Really like that. Just fill the frame with those hills or those slopes and that black scattered about at the base of the hills. So that shot was 1/250th of a second, f10, ISO 640. Like I said, I'm not leaving any chance to get any type of motion blur from this wind. Rather shoot a higher ISO, get a nice sharp image, than shoot low ISO and get an unusable image. Let's take one more of the same image, make sure we got what we want, and then we'll move on. This is some of the greatest photography, no walking involved, just drive. Look at that view, just drive, see a spot to pull over, and get some awesome shots. So we're pulling up to the next stop here, and it's the Painted Hills Overlook Trail coming up here. So we're gonna walk up this slowly and see what other images we can get. Already turned out to be an awesome night. can't get over how awesome this place is. Not even tired, not even walked, 150 yards from the truck, and photos everywhere. Really windy in this location, but what I'm going to do here, since I got the 100 to 400 still on, before switching out to the 24 to 105, in the foreground we got this hill that's real close to us, that real tan colored hill, and then you got that smaller reddish hill, and then in the background again you got the bigger hills with all those definitive red lines going through the hillsides. So with the 100 to 400, zoomed in right around 149, 150, getting some of this tan hill in the foreground, the middle hill, and the hill off in the distance. No sky, and there's enough separation with the different colors. It's just different layers throughout the whole image. So another nice detailed shot, tight end shot. Grab this, I'll throw the 24 to 105 on, and I got another idea for another image. All right, what I got for this shot, doing another panorama. Off to our left there, you got those mountains in the background, all those layers, the nice jagged cliff sides, and those layers all of them like an iron rust color. And then again, obviously the main point of this, all these images are the painted hills. So zoomed in at 53 millimeter, start on the right here, got this real tan hill that's close to us in the foreground. And then obviously the rest of the painted hills. Just awesome sky. So start here to the right, pan all the way over till we get way off to the left. I don't know if it's in the frame for you or not. Yes, it is. So all the way to the left here where it slopes down in that real deep red area, that small little hill on the left. So include all that. I think I may take a second one, zoom in tighter, cut a little bit more of that sky out, but be able to bring those painted hills more prominent in the frame. We'll see how it turns out, but let's grab this first shot. Sun, as you can see, clouds are real thick over there. It keeps peeking in and out, and just as I moved, all that lit back up, and it wasn't like that when I just got done taking that shot. But man, looks, actually I'm gonna grab a shot real quick. I'm just gonna hand hold one, I'll throw it up. Up here for another image, and yes, it's another panorama. What I like about doing the panoramas like this, because still want to get everything in. It's easy to go with just all the way back to 24, include everything, but those mountains off in the background, you got real nice light on them, and they just be too small. So by going the panorama route, I'm able to zoom in. I got it zoomed in 40 millimeter. Got this little tiny tree here on the far right in the foreground. Able to cover all this and all the way to the left. Big hills right here closer to the foreground on my left. But I really like, again, the sky. Really nice clouds again in the sky and those hills. And right now I'm going to grab a shot before that light disappears on those hills in the background. Right now 1/60 second f13, ISO still 640, and really nice. These hills here on the left in the foreground gonna be a little bit darker because I want to get that sky. That's the first shot, 1/60 of a second, f13, ISO 640. Should only take maximum 4 shots. Focused about a third of the way into the frame. And lately I used to use f11 a lot. Started using f13. For some reason, it just seems a little bit sharper to me. I don't know, it could be just me, but I've been liking f13 quite a bit. 3 shots, this will do it. And let's see what else we can get. I just grabbed another shot, another real nice detail shot, zoomed in around, what was it, 281. And again, those hillsides where they almost look like toes or fingers coming down, just so much detail and so much colors, nice saturated reds, the light tannish cream, and from up here you can really see the different black coloring in it that we saw off on the road. But here we're a lot closer, we can really feel that frame with all that texture and color, and really like the way it came out. Bumped it down to f10 so I can get that shutter speed back up to 1/200th of a second, still at ISO 640, because light's getting dimmer, the wind's still picking up, and being zoomed in at almost 300 is so easy to get that camera shake. But I'm gonna take one more, see how she comes out. I just really love all those detail shots of sceneries like this. Everyone takes those big wide ones. Just love taking those nice, tight, colorful, detailed shots. All right, grabbed ourselves another nice detailed shot, zoomed in all the way up 400, and really focused. I really wanted to get those cream and black colors, and where I zoomed in still got a little bit of red in it, but actually liking it quite a bit. I'm gonna brighten it up here so you can see it. Just zoomed in nice and tight, 400 millimeter, and just again all that texture. I just love the way it looks. Almost looks like cookie dough down there in the bottom right, so really like that. So we're gonna pack up, move further up the trail, see if we can get a different angle. There's so many other shots you could throw this 100 400 on and just come out with hundreds of different images. You just so much here in such a small area. These are awesome places to photograph. So see you up the trail. All right, we didn't make it very far up the trail. Actually, all we did was cut straight across the trail. Because I looked over here, you got all these hills off in the distance with just awesome light on them. You got this big hill way out there. Look at that sky right above it. And we got one of these painted type hills right here in the foreground. What I did is kept my 100 to 400 back on and took 2 images, and I exposed for this hill right here, just part of that hill in there, and then zoomed in. I was gonna tell you, I touched the screen so we can take a photo, but had really nice light on this hill way off in the distance. Just getting really awesome light now. That sun is just super low, just lighting everything. Wasn't getting a whole lot of light on those painted hills over there. I'm gonna focus on this side for a little bit, because I mean, we got quite a bit of shots over there. Look at the light on here. That's what I love about these areas with this dead brown grass. When that light hits it, that golden light hits it, just turns everything golden. I mean, hence golden hour. So I'm gonna frame a couple more shots. Let me set this tripod up so I'm not hand holding it. Was only able to get one shot since the last photo, because that sun going down behind those clouds and that light disappeared just as I was finishing that shot, and all that nice light we had on the painted hills over there, it's completely gone. But what I do with this second shot, I zoomed in a lot tighter, 94 millimeter, that way I can get everything a lot tighter, get some of that sky. Don't know how it's going to come out. Did exposure for the foreground and the sky. One at 1/60th of a second, and one at 1/160th of a second. So hopefully I can stack those in, come up with a nice image. That was just some awesome light, and just fighting with it, racing with it. Just got done taking a multitude of different photos because we moved from over there. I wasn't going to come back over here, but when we got done shooting on the other side over there, turned around, that sun peeked out from behind those clouds. All this was just lit up so nice. Threw the 24 to 105 back on and just ran over here. That light was changing so fast, had no time to talk to you guys, sorry. And also being later in the evening, one thing I really love about this camera is being able to hand hold at a slower shutter speed and still get some pretty sharp images. The way I had to rush, I had no time to set up a tripod. I just had to risk it, bumped it up to, I think they were at 1000 ISO. I really didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the settings except for the shutter speed. F11 and the shutter speeds are from 1/30th to 1/50th, I think, maybe. Still like to use a tripod when I can, just so I make sure I get everything lined up. But in something like this, running and gunning with this camera has been awesome. So hopefully those panoramas come out, because again, that sky is just awesome. Everything was just lighting up, and as soon as I got done shooting, that light was gone. All in all, this awesome evening compared to last night. Last night was great, but this evening everything came together. And towards the end here, as usual, just running, gunning, trying to grab what you can. Can't believe I never stopped at this area before. Never really paid attention that I was even here. Even though it was only 8 miles away. This is the third time been in the area and first time coming to this location. So we'll definitely come back again whenever we're in this area. I'm getting chilly, so as usual, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys on the next one. All right, as usual, look at that color. Pulled out the 100 to 400 back out real quick. Didn't extend the tripod, just 100 millimeter. Did a series for a panorama. Don't know, how many photos I took. Just gonna do one big long panorama. Starting all the way from this mountain here, going all the way over. I didn't go all the way over there, but that sky and that light, that color, we'll see how it turns out. Should be a good image to finish the evening with. So hope you guys enjoy that one. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Hurry, I never hit record.